Alright fellas, I know I'm a little late to the party on this one, but we're finally gonna look at the Marvel Legends Amazing Fantasy Target exclusive Spider-Man. What a mouthful. But would it really be a figure if its name had less than 12 syllables in it? I mean, come on. I was just gonna do the regular one as I had it on pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store, but I was perusing Target one day and was surprised to see this guy still sitting on the shelf. What's the difference about this one, you ask? The spider is blue. That's about it. Well, aside from the box, which I absolutely love, by the way. We get this awesome cutout of Spider-Man from his famous Amazing Fantasy number 15 cover art, and it broke my heart to open this guy, but that's just how we do things here. I can't review it if it's still in the box, so let's break this guy out and get some first impressions going. At first glance, we get a great paint job on him. The lines are super consistent with this one, and there are no visible splotches or smudges that I noticed. I love the colors of the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, and they did an awesome job encapsulating this here. He looks absolutely incredible, and I have nothing to complain about in the visual department. Let's move on to the articulation, starting with the... Yeah, Spider Criminal's not going to be happy about this one. The figure came as stiff as a normal Marvel Legends figure can possibly get, especially with the butterfly joints. They didn't want to budge for quite a while, and I honestly was scared that I was going to snap his arms off, but they eventually gave, and I was able to loosen it up quite a bit, and it feels pretty good now. As for the rest of the figure, we got about the average Marvel Legends experience, with the articulation being pretty stiff, but breaking out over time. We got normal POAs with full rotation in the chest, ab crunch, double jointed arms and legs, and so on and so forth. No toe movement, once again. Why? I just don't see why they're so back and forth on this. Like, just make your mind up, guys. The biceps do feel like they could be a little bit more sturdy, and I am worried that one of them is going to snap off eventually because it's pretty loose, but only time will tell. We did get hands, and they don't inherently feel like repaints. Here they are next to the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man ones. As you can see, there are slight differences in the sculpt, with the Renew Your Vows being slightly larger and having more wrinkles. The hands do what they're supposed to. They pop in and out super smoothly, and we have a good palette to choose from that will give you endless posing variations, so not bad. We also got webbing to go underneath his armpits in order to pull together that classic Amazing Fantasy look. They gave us two ways of doing this, one where his arms are extended out all the way, and one where his arms are slightly lifted from his side. These webs connect via a peg that's hidden right underneath of his biceps. I do wish they would have given us a more flexible option here though. They could have made the webbing out of rubber instead of this hard plastic, so we could have less awkward looking poses, as these two options don't always look natural. Like if you put his arm only halfway out, neither of these webs look right. They kind of just stick out from behind him, but that's just a small nitpick that I have, so nothing too crazy. Sadly, we only get one option for webbing today. You can't win them all. It does get the job done, and it definitely fits the price point pretty well. This is just one of the ones that loops onto the end of Spider-Man's hand for him to grab onto, and the other end doesn't really connect to or do anything, so you really got to rely on that sweet imagination of yours. Let's pin him up against another Spidey today. This is the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. I love this figure mostly because of the paint job that we got with him. Mine has relatively no splotches, no shoddy lines, and was fairly consistent through and through. The Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man is more of the same of this, and that's actually a huge plus for this figure. He just looks and feels amazing, has great articulation for the price point, and when pitting him up against any of the Marvel Legends Spider-Mans that I own, this one easily towers over them. In my opinion, it has the best balance of paint and build quality, packaging presentation, and price to accessories ratio. The only real criticism that I have comes from no toe flex and loose bicep swivel, which isn't all that big of a deal. So ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at quite possibly the best Spider-Man figure that Marvel Legends can offer. I know that this is a repaint of the original, but I'm still incredibly happy with it and would easily recommend this figure to any collector or fan of the character. Let me know down below which Marvel Legends Spider-Man is your favorite and why. Also, let me know which one I should look at next. I want to thank you guys so much for the support. This has been very surreal for me, and I can't wait to see what the future of the channel has in store for us. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and as always, stay awesome.